Where? Lose where?
Lose? Why is Hagia Sophia this? But
Anyway.
Turkey.
Yeah. But yeah, Stabby Baby's in the building.
Nice
Did you go on Joe Rogan again?
I did.
You did?
That's my boy.
How
dude.
was it? Yeah, that's your homie.
He rules. Joe rocks, dude.
I mean, he still 100% lives La Vida Loca.
It's all, dude. The guy has built his life around exactly what he wants to do.
Yeah,
he does more podcasts than he has to contractually because he loves podcasts.
No, many people are saying I'm the Joe Rogan of socialism.
Yeah,
that's
there's
what
not
they're
much
saying.
difference.
Yeah,
not much difference. You're not as fucking strong, dude.
That's okay.
Dude, you're not as
That's
strong.
true. It's probably true.
Joe's a fucking machine.
He's bald though. I
That's
have hair.
True. That is true.
That's what sets me back, honestly. Like, cause I just haven't let it loose. Like, I haven't fucking decided that, you know, R.I.P. to this thing. I'm just gonna do steroids.
You're gonna do steroids.
No, then you
do
turn.
Some tea.
What separates me from fucking?
I'm getting zemped up and doing testosterone.
Yeah.
You're gonna see me in 3 months. I'm just gonna be like,
do it.
Oh, I might
do it. I feel like, honestly, what would separate me from a David Goggins type at that point? And that's my biggest fear.
No, you'll never. No. You're not gonna get up and run for 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean?
My For You page on my desktop is so bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, dude, masculinity is a prison. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, that's sus, bro. That's sus.
Be sus, dude. Being sus is fun. Come on, you don't want to lean every once in a while. You want to deep throat an apple turnover.
This is one of the. I kind of want to watch the full thing. Daily Wire did like it's like Juana Man or the other one. What was the other one? White Chicks.
Good.
They did a Juana Man and they were like, woke Hollywood won't let you make this, and it's like, no, they have. Like,
they had when I was in high school.
Yeah, they've done it a lot.
2006.
In a world where women's sports is being transformed,
shut the
Daily Wire calls foul with the most triggering comedy of the year.
So triggered.
Sports can be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours?
Please don't steal my catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
Well, maybe you should try it sometime. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Let's cut to the chase.
The craziest part about this is that it's all the failed Hollywood guys getting together and like making a movie on their own.
I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you don't know how he identifies.
If you can beat them,
What do you know about the U.S. Opens for the Global Games?
You want us to compete as women. $5,000 prizes.
My lover says you were a great coach back in the day.
join
Matt Walsh.
This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it. So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
Oh, that's called gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice!
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes.
Coach,
Alex, we could play basketball.
we have to get the whole team back together.
it's time
We're in.
I'm in. I'm in.
to play
Lady Ballers. Mount up.
like a girl.
That's right. I'm with her.
I love the idea that like these guys could magically just like be like
good athletes.
These fucking losers would not get washed by like Brittany Griner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, well they're women and
One of
we're
the
guys.
One of the guys is like 5'1". That
Yeah.
guy, Tyler Fisher's little as fuck.
Do you know him? Oh, he's like big time.
Hero.
He's now taken over the role that Steven Crowder was supposed to, which is like the constant, fake gay guy.
It's so
Is he actually gay?
No, dude. He's just, like, the thing is, he was funny. That's what's so weird about this. And then during the pandemic, he started doing like Fauci impressions.
No.
And he lost his mind. He just got attention from Republicans. I remember having a conversation with him in the green room, and he was about to go on like Newsmax or something. And I was like, dude, or like Fox or something. I was like, dude, I don't know. I told him, I was like, personally, I wouldn't do it. I just don't think there's any point to it. Do what you got to do. Get fans however you get fans. But I was like, I literally remember being like, don't let it like influence you. Because he's funny and he is actually talented. And then you see him do his trans character and it's like the most hack. Here's the thing. I don't even care if it's offensive. It's just hack and not funny.
That's what
It sucks.
exactly. Exactly. It's like if it's funny, you can be. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't personally give a shit if you're offensive. Well, you know, I'm a white guy, so that's probably
You're Greek.
a big part of that. Yeah, us Greeks over here. But
Greeks.
it's just like it's just so silly when the material's so fucking hacked.
Like,
Day
we've seen
one
this
of being a
100
girl
times.
Yeah, it's always like, I'm a man, but I'm dressed like a woman.
You
That's
don't know
weird.
how he identifies as blank. I mean, it fucking sucks, dude.
I love being a girl.
Two sheroes.
We could dominate every woman's sport. Running, swimming, soccer. I said sport, Felix.
Nice.
Yeah,
dude.
soccer is
gay.
fucking
The sport all of the world loves more than anything else.
Yeah, these guys they're real Americans. Like soccer sucks.
Also, take a couple hormones. You know what I mean? Get a little skin in the game.
Well, that's actually interesting that you pointed it out because turns out originally they wanted to make a documentary about this. Yeah, they wanted to literally originally make a documentary where they were gonna like bring these guys in to go and actually join like
And
a
people would
women's
be like,
league.
no.
Here, let's hear what Ben had to say about it.
You approached me and you said we should make a fictional film about this topic. Now, to be fair, I think I'd actually suggested to the Crane Boys that they do this as a doc.
Yes.
I originally went to them and I said, you guys should like go try out for a bunch of ladies' leagues. And that became not possible because, as it turns out, most ladies' leagues don't allow in actual men. And they weren't willing to go the full distance in terms of what it would require in order to, you know, the actual hormone treatments and everything.
Yeah, it destroyed the entire premise. Like, that's fine. Like, okay, but how are you so? Did you just rip out like an extra snack from?
Oh,
your,
I found a wrapper.
a little road
wrapper.
snack.
Yeah.
That's fun. I do love that they are just like, yeah, this problem that we claim is happening all the time is totally invalid. It turns.
Well, I think the thing that you have to understand is that I was getting ready to leave the country to go make our Pendragon series on July 9th. And somewhere about mid-March, I thought, wouldn't it be great if between today and July 9th, we wrote and produced an entire feature film? And so, the Crane Boys mentioned the idea that you had given them, and it had been in the back of my mind that we really should be making the movies that only we can make. In fact, I think it's a line that you had come up with. What are the things that only we can do? So I
the
thought,
hackest bullshit of all time.
Yeah, a thing that like has been done in Hollywood a million times.
And it's not fucking interesting or funny.
Yeah.
Who gives a
obvious. There has not been a true comedy made since Barack Obama became president. I mean,
That's
Barack Obama destroyed three things: rock and roll, comedy, and America.
rock and roll comedy? What the are you dunces talking about?
I've heard them say this before in like a incredibly leathery ass room as
I
they
love
like
their leather room.
yeah
dude,
where they
they're
like blow cigar smoke
pretending to be men.
yeah
So fucking pathetic.
Other than that, he was a perfectly average president, you know, but it became impossible to tell a joke during the Obama administration.
Oh yeah.
yeah
It's
that's
fucking
why
impossible.
we just became the least funny version of ourselves that we could be.
God damn, that's so annoying. Comedy's thriving, baby. In fact, right now on Netflix, you go watch Fat Rascal, folks.
True.
That's right. Top 5. It was number 4 on the Netflix top shows. Let's get it to number 1, folks. Okay. Let's show these fucking liberal snowflakes that you can still joke about having a little penis, about your penis not.
Barack
getting hard.
Obama ruined that.
Barack Obama.
Yeah,
ruined
you're
that,
you're a
dude.
bit of a hero.
I am a hero.
You're a bit of an American hero
Yep.
for bringing back little
Suck
penis
my dick,
jokes.
Barack Hussein Obama.
Yeah.
Where's your fucking birth certificate, pal?
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Hassan?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Exactly. All right, what is? George Santos is on fucking.
No, he's the man.
George
That guy
Santos.
fucking
George Santos is now doing. What's it called? Like,
ice
doing-
cream, so yum. he should be doing that.
He's doing cameos.
Attention all sussy rumblers.
Oh, man.
I've been alerted that Sneeko is a soy grifter and likes to be twerked on by fresh oily butt in the club. Love Speech wants to thank you for being a cock and helping us escape the Matrix. Lots of love, George Santos.
Yes, dude.
I mean, dude, this
Man.
is the first honest dollar he's earned. You know, $250 too high
Not
or
high
just
enough,
right? Not high enough. Okay,
No,
fair.
250 is actually great. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
I might have to get one. I'm gonna have to buy myself one.
get him to fucking talk about your stand-up special.
You're a fucking genius. I am literally going to do that.
Yeah, it's marketing. It's marketing, baby. react to this Stavi cameo.
Hassan, your buddy Vorlo wants you to know that your little clipped Turkish penis is despicable, and you should. It's true. Not just circumcise it, not stop there with the foreskin, go all the way, lop